name's Cooper Murray and this is my prac simulation for my Certificate 3 and 4 in fitness. To start off with, we've got an empty gym at the moment, so I don't need to worry about interfering with any other gym users' gear. I've got a cleared area. I've collected all my equipment, checked it for faults and hazards, which seem to be right. I've got my program here in front of me, so that everything will run smoothly and there shouldn't be any interruptions. And my client will be here shortly. I've told them what time, and when they get there we will talk about what we're going to go through. This is my client for today. Tracy, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Yep.
Have you done any exercise recently?
Yes, I have.
Feeling alright about it?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good, no issues. So, to start with, you filled out the pre-exercise screening. I'm just going to confirm with you your answers, make sure everything's good to go before we proceed. So, your doctor's never told you you have a heart condition or suffered a stroke?
Nope.
No, you know pains in your chest during physical activity?
Nope.
No, you've never felt faint or had spells of dizziness during physical activity?
Nope.
You never had an asthma attack?
Nope.
You do not have diabetes?
Nope.
You have never been diagnosed with muscle, bone or joint problems?
No.
Do you have any other medical conditions that I should know about?
No.
No, beautiful. Don't have high blood pressure?
No.
You don't have high cholesterol?
Nope.
And no high blood sugar either?
No.
You don't smoke?
No.
And your current physical activity exercise levels, you've got moderate, you work out twice a week with a personal trainer already.
Yes, I do.
Excellent, and that's all fine, no issues, enjoy yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. So today what we're going to do, you're going to do a strength test called the 7-stage sit-up test, just to see where you're at already. Then we're going to go into some resistance training with a dumbbell bench press, a bent over row, and a barbell squat, which you've all done before, which is excellent. And then we are going to do some cardio, and then finish with some stretching. All right, all good?
Yep.
Champion. So the first thing we're going to do is the 7-stage sit-up test. It's going to test your abdominal strength. I've got the ab mat out just to make it a bit more comfortable for you on the hard floor. So if you can get up into the starting position for a sit-up, just flat on your back. You'll have that in the arch of your back. Alright, so just do your best really, there's no point you have to reach, we're just trying to see where you're at. So, the first thing, arms will be straight out in front of you, and just do a sit up, try and get your palms to your knees. Easy up. Now, same again, but we're going to try and get your elbows to your knees. Well done. Next one, can you cross your arms in front of me like this and hold the opposite shoulder? And now we're going to try and get your forearms just to your mid-thigh. Lovely. Next one, arms crossed like a mummy, holding opposite shoulder, and try and get your elbows to your mid-thigh. Beautiful, stage 4, all good. Now you're going to put your hands behind your head on your opposite shoulders, just like this. And do the same again if possible. No good, all right, easy on. So you've got stage 4, which is ranked good. It's a good baseline, means you probably won't have any starting issues with your core going into exercises, which is good news.
Okay.
The first exercise we're going to do is a dumbbell chest press. What you're going to do to start with, pick up the dumbbells, chuck them on your legs for support, tip yourself back, and start with them straight up. We're going to do, keep your core braced so you're not moving anywhere. You will bring the dumbbells down sort of to your mid-chest line, lower chest kind of area. You want to keep your elbows kind of tucked in, because if they flay out too far, you put a lot of stress on your shoulder. And breathe out as you push back up. So come down, nice and controlled, don't let the weight just fall, and push up. Keeping everything nice and tight. You should feel it in your pectoralis major as your shoulder pulls into your body, in your triceps a bit as your arm extends, and also maybe a little bit in your anterior deltoids. So give that a go.
How many would you like me to do?
10 reps we're aiming for. You should be comfortable with that weight. Nice and controlled down. Lovely. Same again. Try and keep the dumbbells just going in a straight line down. Up. Lovely. 5, 6, 7, 8, good breathing. 9, one more, lovely effort. And 10, lovely. And you can either just drop them down or control them onto your hips if you like. Well done. And now we will move on to the single arm bent over dumbbell row. So this exercise is a bent over dumbbell single arm row. Starting position, get your knee up on the bench. Try and put this leg in a comfortable position where you can brace yourself so you don't get shake too much. Down, this is where you're going to be putting most of your weight. Lock it out so there's no strain on your muscles or anything. This hand will be the arm that's doing the work. You're essentially going to tuck your elbow into your side and then lower it back down. You're going to feel this in your latissimus dorsi, rhomboids and lower mid-trapezius. So what you want to do with the execution is keep your chest straight. Don't like pull or lean and try and move the weight in. Keep your chest nice and straight, kind of puffed out a little bit. Don't move anything else but your arm, and you're going to pull your elbow straight in and try and pull your elbow back as far as it'll go. And you should feel a nice squeeze in there. Once again, we're going to do 10 reps. Should be comfortably. Yeah. Make sure you keep your core braced as well, because if your core's not braced, then you'll lose energy through your body and you'll become unstable. So make sure to remember to breathe out when you pull. Yep, like that. Lovely. Just like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. How'd that feel?
Good.
Right, you feel it in your back at all?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yep, lovely. All good. So the last resistance training exercise we're going to do is a barbell squat. You've done these before, which is good, but I'll just go over the correct technique again. So come under. Before you lift, you don't want to squat it out. All you want to do is stand up. I'll just squeeze my glutes and stand up. And I'll have my core braced. So that's vital with this because I'm carrying a lot more weight than any other exercise. Breathe in, brace your core, feet shoulder width apart. You'll unhinge at your hips, press your knees out, and come back up. You'll breathe out on the way back up. So you'll come back in, press the weight against the rack and drop it. Now, we've also got 2 little plates here for you to put your heels on to compensate for ankle mobility so you can get down parallel in the squat. Of course, core stability is probably the most important thing, so just remember to do that. Bring your ribs down and brace like you're about to get punched in the belly, and keep that nice and tight the whole time, and you should have no issues with your lower back, because that's what we're trying to protect in this movement. Okay. So go for it. Ready, going for 10 again. Make sure you keep those knees pressed out. Have a look after your knee joints. Well done. 4. 4. Well done. You're alright. 6. Well done. 7. Keep that towards the core nice and tight. 8. 9. And last one. 10. Just bring the weight back in. Drop. Well done. And now we will move on to a bit of cardio. So first bit of cardio we're going to do is the rower. I'll show you how to do it first and then you can follow. Feet in. What we're going to do, you'll start down here. You're going to push with your legs first until they're fully extended and pull into your chest. You're going to squeeze your elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades together and release. You should do it naturally. Fine. We're aiming for a 60% of your maximum heart rate, just enough to get the blood flowing, heart rate up, oxygen level, oxygen intake will increase. Yeah, so give that a go. Legs first, squeeze. I will drop the intensity to start with on the machine, just to mid-range. See how you go with that. Yeah. And we'll just do that for a couple minutes. Go. Good, make sure to keep your back straight and your core braced, which you're doing, which is excellent. How does that feel? Are you kind of at 60% of like your maximum, or should I up the thing a bit?
Probably up a little bit.
Yeah. Put up 8 out of 10. See how you go with that. Well done, keep going. Exactly as you are. Maybe go for another 30 seconds, let's say. Keep up the intensity. Make sure you really explode with your legs, pull with your arms. Well done. For another 15 seconds, nearly there. Keep going. Nearly there. 5 left. And finish. Well done. How's that?
Good.
Good, lovely. Breathing a bit heavier, which is good. Now we will push on to the elliptical, the cross training machine.
Yep.
Alright, so the second cardio we're going to do is on the cross trainer. Similar to the rower, we're going to be aiming for 60% of your max heart rate. We'll use the arm, and all we do is we'll put it on a setting that is appropriate for you. Run, pull and push your arms as you go and use your running motion. Keep your core nice and tight while you go as well, as with everything. And there you go. Well done. Keep your arms pumping. So the last bit of cardio we're going to do is the circuit. We've got all the gear here. We're going to start with slam balls, 8 kilos, which should be fine for you. 8 kilo kettlebell swings, and then a sled push up and back, which should be 20 meters, followed by a plank. We're going to do as many reps as you can of the slam ball and kettlebell swing in 30 seconds, 20 meters, and then 30-second plank. Should be fine. So we'll just go through all the exercises. To start with the slam ball, you're going to execute kind of like a deadlift, and the squat, you're going to keep your core brace the whole time, back nice and straight. You can keep everything straight as you come down to pick it up. Up you come, above your head, and sitting down. So again, main thing is just about keeping your back straight, core tight, especially as you go down. Don't round over to pick it up. Put yourself down to the ball and slam. Kettlebell swings. Start just with the weight hanging, arms locked out nice and straight. You will lower the weight down and you'll squeeze your glutes really, really hard to thrust your hips forward. And you will also lift with your shoulders, just like that. Once again, core back, they're the most important things. With both of them, you will feel it in your glutes, quads, hamstrings on the way down, and then probably in your shoulders as you lift up and throw the ball down. Kettlebell swings, really going to feel it in your glutes and also your lateral and anterior deltoids as you lift up. Sled push. What you want to do, if you do it with your arms straight, your arms will get really knackered. So what you'll do is you'll come in here, lock your shoulder blades and your elbows in, brace your core, straight back, and push the sled along. Then you get to the end, spin it around, and push it back to where you started. And then 30-second plank. Core tight, squeeze your glutes together, and retract your shoulder blades. So, if I don't do that, I'll sag. But if I brace my core, squeeze my glutes, and let my shoulders drop, then everything is nice and safe and working as it should be. So 30 seconds, 20 meters, 30 seconds. Whew. I should get your heart rate up a bit more now. Right, let's grab the timer. And when you are ready, maybe get a little bit lower to keep that back a bit straighter. Well done. 15 seconds to go, you're halfway through. Keep working. Well done. We've got 5 more seconds left to go. Smash it out. 2 seconds and finish. Onto the kettlebell swings. Should really drive those hips forward. Squeeze your bum at the top of the movement. Make sure you control the weight. Only 10 seconds to go. Keep it up, good effort. Well done, you're nearly there. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Onto the sled push.
Okay.
Off you go, keep it up, well done. Yeah, pick up the pace if you like. Fast as you can, nice and explosive. Spin that out. And off you go, off you go. Fast as you can, push it out. Well done. Good effort, nearly there. Well done. And last one, plank. Try and go to 30 seconds. If you don't, that's fine, just as long as you can go. Core tight, bum tight, and lock your shoulders in. Well done. Keep that core as tight as you can. You're 10 seconds in. If you don't make it to 30, that's alright. Just hang in there as long as you can. Well done. Keep that breathing up. Get the oxygen in. We've only got 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Quality effort. Now give yourself, we'll give you maybe a 2-minute rest. So that's pretty hard, and then we'll do 2 more rounds, and then we'll push on with some stretches and really cool down. Well done. Now to finish up, we will stretch 2 muscles that you've used today quite predominantly. I'm going to stretch quadriceps, which you've used in your squats, your slam balls, kettlebell swings, and also your latissimus dorsi, which run down here, when you're doing the single arm dumbbell bent over rows. So to start with quadriceps, all you can do, hold on to this for a bit of support, grab your ankle with your foot, pull it in towards your bum, and you should feel a stretch along here. And to intensify that, you will squeeze your bum and push your hips forward. And we'll hold that comfortably, no need to stretch it where it's painful, just where you can feel it working, for 30 seconds each leg. So I'll get you to do that now for me. Yep, you feel that stretching? Yep. Wonderful. Alright, lovely. Now that you've done that, you can let that go. We will move on to the latissimus dorsi. What you're going to do, overhand in the band, you're going to internally rotate, so twist your wrist in towards you. Step back on the same foot as the one you're stretching, and you lean back into it, and you'll feel a stretch running up this side of you. So up along here. Alright, so give that one a go. Once again, 30 seconds both sides for 2 rounds. Can you feel that? Yeah, beautiful. Just get you to hold that once again, where it's a little bit uncomfortable but not painful. That is definitely not what we want. So a special population that I would need to take into consideration when doing up a program would be someone with hypertension. So high blood pressure can lead to heart attack or a stroke when aggravated, which is when doing high intensity physical activity. So for someone with hypertension, I would have to keep it low to moderate intensity for cardio, and resistance training would have to also be kind of 60% of the 1 RM, which is kind of maybe 15 or more reps to play it safe. I would have to, for this program done today, adjust the plank because isometric holds are not recommended for anyone with hypertension. Typically, they will forget to breathe regularly, and blood pressure increases, which is not what we want. So I would suggest, instead doing the plank, maybe just some crunches, or if they're strong enough, an ab roller, something where the intensity is varied and there's a little bit of rest and they can breathe consistently. Another special population is those with chronic lower back pain. There could be a variety of reasons why someone has got lower back pain. You would have to refer them to a specialist for that, possibly a physio. Just today, I would remove any compound exercises that rely heavily on bracing the core and keeping the lower back straight. Puts a lot of stress doing heavy compound exercises, e.g. squats. Instead, I would recommend isolation exercises like a leg extension or a leg curl, or maybe, depending on the back pain, a seated leg press to take pressure off the upper body, having to support the whole system. I would also put into the program some stretches for the hamstrings, the gluteals, and the hip flexors, as a lot of the time having tight muscles along the posterior chain and the hip flexors will impact how the lower back works. And I would also implement a lot of core strengthening exercises, because a strong core will help alleviate a lot of the stress put on the lower back. The last specific population is those with prior shoulder injuries. I would have to alter this program by removing the dumbbell chest press, because that puts the shoulder in a position of instability. They're at a much higher risk of injuring their shoulder. So I would replace that with something like a machine that takes away the instability of the movement and the wavering of the dumbbell. So I'd be using a machine, and I'd also be doing isolated shoulder exercises, e.g. front raises, lateral raises, that are going to strengthen the muscles but not put a lot of stress on the joint itself. And it would also be wise to do some possibly cable or dumbbell internal and external shoulder rotations to really strengthen the rotator cuff muscles, because that is typically the biggest area of concern with shoulder injury.